Hello and welcome to my channel, AB Make It Artwork, where we do what we do to make that artwork for you. And if you're new to the channel, maybe hit that subscribe button, join the AB Creative Crew. We do sketchy art things. I know it has probably been a long month for some of you Creative Crew members. I had to move from Guam to Virginia, currently staying in a hotel while my husband goes to school, because it's much more convenient for us to stay in the hotel anyways, since it's already paid for. And right now I am doing my vocals in a closet, because it's the most convenient place to get away from the sound of fans running all the time. For some reason the hotel room has these fans going off all the time, and I found out that the closet is the best place to get the best audio. So as you can probably tell, this is going to be a rambly video talking about random stuff going on, things that I've been doing, things about the move, and maybe future things in regards to where I'm at, where I'm going, where I'm going to be. But as you could probably see by the adorable background, it's MerMay, the wonderful month where we all get to draw our favorite aquatic fantasy creature. Or maybe you guys love other aquatic fantasy. Just draw whatever fantasy aquatic creatures you love. MerMay, mermaids, and all those fancy underwater beasties. I'm personally thinking that I'm going to draw mostly mermaids, maybe mermaids of different cultures, and I'll explain to my mom about some of the other mermaids that I knew. Like, I could just draw some sirens. I could draw the Russian version of the mermaid, which is the Rusalka, but they're pretty much just naked women with red hair and exposed spines, which is why they have beautiful red hair, like super long. And the funny story with like Rusalkas is that, well, it's not really funny, it's really sad if you actually look it up, but maybe I should say that for a day that I actually draw a Rusalka, the Russian mermaid. Gosh. So the move was interesting. We'd been packed out before the end. Well, we had the final pack out on the 13th of April, and before that we had our big pack out before the end of March. Yeah, it was March. So at like the end of March we had the big pack out, and then April 13th, we had the rest of our stuff for the unaccompanied. And then we took a flight from Guam to Hawaii to a couple of other stops on the way to get to where we are now, which is Virginia. And Virginia's pretty nice. I love a lot of the architecture here. It's really pretty. The flight was forever. Ugh, gosh. It wasn't even just the flying bits. I think we had we had well over 10 hours of flying, and that was meh. But the hours of stop time in between were like, ugh. So I was not a happy camper until we finally got to, I forget what they're called. They're these little things at airports where military can stop at. But it was really convenient, and I was super happy to be able to stop and get a nap in on a couch. That was so great. Ugh, that nap, I needed it. I'm such a grumpy little guppy if I don't get enough sleep or enough food. I mean, my hormones are crazy. If my sleep patterns and my eating habits are crazier, oh my gosh. Do not talk to me. I may snap. But I haven't talked much about this piece. I want to do more traditional work throughout the month, but I have to wait to get some stuff to do a proper setup. Because my previous setup was ratchet, but I had all the materials to do it. Like, I used to keep my phone on a couple of wooden dowels on a laundry basket that had all of my art supplies in the laundry basket. So I don't have that, so I'm going to try to find like a phone stand or an iPad stand and a lamp for the desk that's here in the hotel room. so I can do some traditional work. But when it came to this one, I obviously started off black and white, drawing the mermaid, and I worked on it for a while. I find that my favorite brushes for doing like scale effects were I want to say it was like spray paint flicks or splatter that got the really fine scales, and for the mermaid tail I used the soft pastel brush, which had a pretty nice texture for making it look like scales. And I think that's in the pencil set if you're using Procreate. The rest of it, it's just like a mixture of different brushes, like touch-up hair brushes for the hair, a couple of other pencils for fine details, and there was like a lot of smudging to get the tones transitioning the way I wanted to. And if you're wondering how I came up with colors, my mom was the one that suggested the orange koi colors because my mom loves orange. It's her favorite color. My favorite color is red. And I felt like orange was a nice contrasting color to the blue environment. So there's like lots of contrast in this piece, in which the mermaid herself has a lot of warm tones that lend her to be orange, red, yellow, and the environment has a lot of purples, greens, and blues, but I wanted the environment to lean more towards the blues and the greens, and like the darkest transition in the water is purple. And for the mermaid, I wanted her to primarily be kind of this orangey yellow so that she could like shine. And seaweed was really fun. That was like smoker fire on a multiply layer, and then I colored in the areas. But I think we're close to the last minute of the video. If you want to find me on any of my other social media, I have a DeviantArt, an Instagram, a Tumblr, a Twitter, and a Pinterest that I use for references. I am most likely to interact and post stuff on my Instagram. Anyways, I am glad to be back from hiatus and get on with my sketchy bad self. As always, have a wonderful day, and make sure to do what you do to make that artwork for you. Bye.